All right, the NFL season kick off this Thursday with Deshaun Watson taking on Patrick Mahomes. So let's talk about our predictions for conference championships. Conference division, conference champions, and Super Bowl. Also, we'll predict Week 1. So let's get to it. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also got a Facebook group if you want to check that out. All those links are in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, check out our NFL Talk playlist for more videos like this. And I might start back doing the NFL live streams again. So let me get comfortable. I might start back doing those live streams. So once this week. So hopefully you guys like the video, support the video, thumbs it up, share it, and let's get to it. Start off with the AFC North. You got Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore Steelers. Just think Ben Roethlisberger done. I really think it's. I think I like Lamar and them. I'll take Ravens. I don't believe in the Cleveland Browns yet. I think they got a lot of talent, but I'll take the Ravens to win that division just because they will coach. I think the NFL will catch up to Lamar Jackson. I think the winner of the division is probably going to be 10-6. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be 10-6. They got a veteran presence. I don't think Earl Thomas is going to hurt them losing him. So I say 10-6, and I think Cleveland probably finishes like 9-7, 8-8. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland won. I just think Pittsburgh is done. I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with Baltimore. Go down to the AFC South. Tennessee, the Texans, the Titans, the Jags, the Colts. I think it really boils down to, if Tannehill have an off year this year, or was it a fluke last year? They added Jadeveon Clowney. They got a good defense. Derrick Henry. They made a good run, but it's different. When you the hunter, you know what I'm saying? It's more comfortable. It's kind of like, going out there and perform and practice. And then when you the prey, it's like being under the spotlight 24/7. So it really boils down to it. I think they got a good football team. They lost Jack Conklin. Pretty sure they replaced him. Good offensive line, good running game. They can stop the run, good defense. And a lot of this has got an asterisk on them because you never know what the injuries are going to be like. Houston, I think Watson talent is enough to propel them to win this division. Indianapolis and the Jaguars. Jaguars trading Leonard Fournette gave them all their hope away. I thought they had a chance to do something with Leonard Fournette because they got a solid team. Then they traded Yannick Ngakoue first. So the Colts just don't believe in Phillip Rivers at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tennessee to win the division. I just think they'd be there. I think Watson and Tennessee would be right there. I'll pick Tennessee. I think they believe in what Vrabel doing. Go to the AFC East. Now this is a tricky one. Cam Newton looking good, but I expect Cam Newton to get injured at some point in the season. Jets, I heard they got 5 quarterbacks on their roster or something like that. So not a fan of Sam Darnold. He trash. And then we got Miami Dolphins, who just announced they started Ryan Fitzpatrick this week as well. So I'll go with the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen takes a step forward this year. They don't have a premier back, but I think Singletary get it done. I think Frank Gore is gone. So I think Josh Allen get it done this year. I think Buffalo win about. I'm gonna say I don't know what they schedule. I'm gonna say they win about 11 games. They just paid Tre'Davious White. Defense travel. They stopped the run. They play good pass defense. The next thing for them is to get the experience going to the playoffs, which they got last year, and for Josh Allen to step up. He step up and play good, then they probably going to the Super Bowl or something close to it. So I like the Bills. And to kind of reverse a minute, I think Tennessee is gonna finish that division 10 wins. And I think also the Texans going to probably finish with 10. I just think Tennessee going to have a tiebreaker. I just think one playoff team come out the AFC East. I'm just going to pick Buffalo, but I'm not going to count Bill Belichick and them Patriots out. Go to the AFC West. Some improvements there. The Las Vegas Raiders improved this year. Then they got a motivated Derek Carr. The Chargers looks like Darwin James again. They gonna try out Tyrod Taylor. They don't have a chance in hell, but congratulations to Keenan Allen for getting that bag, getting that money. Denver improved a lot. Drew Lock, first year being a full starter. Do I see a Patrick Mahomes leap? Probably not, but I see a leap for sure. They add a lot of weapons around that kid, man. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. They also got not Vance. What's my man's name? We drafted T.J. Hockenson, and they took the other tight end out of Iowa last year. I think he's going to have a jump this year as well, too. Noah Fant, excuse me. Defense is probably going to be solid again. They lost Derek Wolfe, TJ Ward over the years. Their defense starting to come around. They lost Shaquille Barrett, who was the sack leader last year. for Tampa. I think two challenges Kansas City in this division is probably going to be Denver, but I think Kansas City run away with it. I think they win about 12 or 13 games. I think second will probably be Denver, but remember it's three playoff teams this year, so kind of look at the AFC. I think obviously the Ravens, the Titans, the Bills, and then I said the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's only one bye this year. So I think Kansas City gets the bye. I think the wild card teams is going to be Houston, New England, and Cleveland since they added a team. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the wild card teams, and I think, and depending on injury, I think the AFC Championship probably is going to end up being Kansas City, and I probably think Baltimore, and I pick Kansas City again. So got Kansas City coming out the AFC. So just my picks right there. Get to the NFC, NFC North. I'm a Lion fan, but to be objective, I think that division up for grabs. To be honest, I'm gonna probably side with Minnesota to win the division at 9-7. Then I think everybody else fall up under them. Go to the and I think because Kirk Cousins, they just got more stability there. Green Bay lost talent. Chicago don't have a quarterback, and Detroit is always an enigma because the coaching and the organization is not that good. We do got a new owner, the daughter, so hopefully things start to change under her watch. All right, going to the AF. If you want to check out my Detroit views on news and sports, check out my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Go to the NFC South. Like, I could see Tampa being Cleveland or being the Lakers with Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, Kobe Bryant. I can legit see that happening with them. I think Atlanta is my dark horse team here because they play better without pressure. I'm not expecting much out of Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers. They lost so much from Luke Kuechly to a lot of guys. No Thomas Davis, second year without him. But I think it boils down to, I think I'm going to pick Tampa to win it. They front seven is amazing. Their back end is questionable. But the Eagles have won a Super Bowl with a questionable back end. I think Brady will do well there. Just the offensive line is a question. They bring Leonard Fournette in. It looked good on paper. Cause I see a situation they don't win it, yeah. But I think they're gonna win. And second, I think Atlanta is gonna kind of squeeze in there and be. I think Brady and them probably win 12 games, 11 games. I think Atlanta gonna sneak in there and win 10 or 9. I think they're gonna be second in that division. I picked the Saints to fall off last year. I was wrong on that one, but hey, they did prove me right, and they choked again in the playoffs. So just think Drew Brees is done. I just see a down year coming for them, but man, getting Emmanuel Sanders was a huge boost. For them, but I just don't think they're gonna be shit this year. I think they're gonna finish 8-8 in that division and miss the playoffs. Just my opinion. Maybe second time's a charm. But NFC East, interesting division. The Giants got Joe Judge. He sounded like he giving dudes confidence. They get rebuilding that O-line. Daniel Jones looked good last year. Let's see if he could take that next step, similar to how Drew Lock should take that next step, similar to how Patrick Mahomes took that next step his rookie year. Interesting team right there. I think they're probably a year away from being contenders in that division. Washington football team, they just don't have enough weapons. Defensively, their line is probably gonna carry them, but the back end they still need some help. Weapons out the backfield. They pretty much count on that Memphis guy, Antonio Gibson. They also counting on Bryce Love. Dwayne Haskins don't have a true number one receiver. Terry McLaurin is still pretty good, but I don't really see them being contenders in the division, honestly. So we can move on. Philly, Carson Wentz already injured. I'm gonna go with Dallas. I think Philly got a really good team. They didn't straighten up their backfield. They're looking to trade Sidney Jones or the Douglas guy. They didn't straighten up their team, but I just don't believe in Carson Wentz, and I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan. So I think they're gonna end up going 7-9. I think Dallas is probably gonna be an 11-win team this year. Just so much talent on Dallas. For years, they just can't put it together. I think this year with the chips on the table and the bread, waiting for Dak Prescott, I think Zeke is back in form this year. I think Dak got so many weapons with CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper. If Cooper don't show up, then you got Lamb. Defensive wise, they got Smith. They got that rookie out of Utah they got in the 5th round. They got a lot of talent just around the board. I'm surprised they haven't signed Earl Thomas yet, but they cut Clint Dix. I'm gonna say Dallas end up being an 11-win team this year, so I think Dallas is gonna conquer the NFC East, the NFC South. West. Excuse me. We probably looking. This is a difficult decision because Seattle is shit on both sides of the lines of balls. Offensive line, defensive line ain't shit this year. But it's Russ team to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like their team, but no, they back end got to grow up real quick. I think Seattle, like I don't know. Arizona, I just don't like the air raid offense. They don't have enough pro style stuff in there where they get in situation football where they got to ice the game. I just don't believe in that system, but they got a lot of really good football players. Defense is really good. Drafted Isaiah Simmons, bring back Patrick Peterson. Also got Chandler Jones. I think they're a wild card. The Rams, pretty good football team, but it seem not to be the same when Gurley ain't there and running the ball right, and he going to Atlanta. And we'll get the 49ers. Usually the Super Bowl team has an upset or a fall-off year. When people see what they do on tape. And they usually face a lot of injuries as well, too. So it's a difficult division to call because, you have the historic of the fall-off of the Super Bowl loser. And then you got Seattle who shit on both sides of the line of football. I like Arizona as a dark horse. And the Rams wouldn't surprise me if they was a dark horse either. It's a tough division to call. But you know what? I'm going to go and say 49ers repeat. I'm going to say they go 10-6, tough division. And I think coming second is probably going to be Seattle. So my playoff teams is going to be obviously Minnesota, Tampa, Dallas, and it's going to be what I just said, the 49ers. So we got 3 wild card teams this year, like I said, in the AFC. I believe Atlanta will be a wild card. I believe Seattle will be a wild card. And I think it's difficult here. I think I'm going to say Philly slide in there at 8-8. I'm going to say Philly slide in there at 8-8. And I think who's going to be in the championship, depending on how I line up, is probably going to be Tampa, and probably Dallas. I'm gonna say Tampa advances to play Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And I'm just gonna say, and the Super Bowl, way too early Super Bowl predictions never work out. I'm gonna say Philly. I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes and then repeat. So that's just my opinion on it. It's just it ain't nothing serious. I'm gonna say put your money. Oh, Goodfellas, Nostradamus, put your money. That is what it is. So let's start breaking down Week 1. Texans taking on Chiefs Thursday. Don't forget it. I believe it might be on NBC. I'm going to get the Chiefs. They at home. No crowd. I think the Chiefs win. I think Deshaun Watson still breaking in his new receivers. They added Randall Cobb and Brandon Cooks. They got a lot of speed. No Breland. I can see the Houston Texans taking this game. But I'm going to pick the Chiefs 31-28 in that game. So I got the Chiefs winning. Jets and Buffalo kicking off Sunday at 1. I like Buffalo. Let's not waste our time. I mean, maybe, Sam Darnold had a big jump. They lost Robbie Anderson. He down in Carolina. Don't think Sam Darnold was that good, but if they do win, it's going to be off the strength of Le'Veon Bell catching the ball at the backfield, running the ball. I think Buffalo was, they played a close game with the Jets last year, I believe, maybe once or twice, but I think Buffalo taking the next jump. I think Devin Singletary kind of be ready. Got Diggs, you got Cole Beasley in the slot, you got John Brown, good defense. Give me Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo 24-13 over the New York Football Jets. You got Green Bay taking on Minnesota Week 1. Interesting matchup here to kick off Week 1 at 1 o'clock. Minnesota got some interior linemen that I don't recognize, so that's also a problem. So I think A.J. Dillon, whatever the dude name they drafted out of Boston College, and Aaron Jones might have a big day. Not sure, if Dalvin Cook is 100% healthy, or if Yannick Ngakoue gonna start. But then Minnesota, Justin, this is a tough game. I'm gonna take Minnesota. I'm going to take Minnesota 24-21. Late game field goal. Minnesota get the job done. I just trust them a little bit more. And Aaron Rodgers, I don't know who's going to be a second receiver out there because Devin Funchess opted out. So you got the Eagles at 1 p.m. taking on the Washington football team. Eagles. With Jalen Hurts, with Carson Wentz, with Josh McDowell, who getting paid $12,000 to be on the practice squad. He's the oldest practice squad player to sit at home just in case they need him. So I'll take the Eagles. I I think it's gonna be closer than expected. Remember the Redskins got down on them week 1 or week 2 last year pretty good, and the Eagles came back. But I'm gonna take the Eagles 31-20. I'm gonna take the Eagles 31-20. Then at 1 p.m. we got again Cleveland taking on the Baltimore Ravens. That's a good game week 1. I'm just gonna go with Baltimore because they're the known commodity. I think Cleveland has fixed their offensive line issues, but I'm gonna take Baltimore. But I think the NFL may make an adjustment to Lamar Jackson, but I think Lamar gonna make the adjustment to throw the football a lot better. So I think it's gonna be a close game, man. I think it's gonna be 30-31. I think Baltimore kick a late field goal to win that game. But with them not having no preseason or real training camp this year, maybe a little bit funny. Now we got the Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Interesting game here. 2 toilet bowl teams at 1 p.m. in Jacksonville. I like Colts in that game. Better defense, I think at this point. I think it's gonna probably be like 17-24. I take the Colts there. Now we got the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders playing in Carolina. Interesting game. West Coast team coming east. Oh man, Teddy Bridgewater at the helm, Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson. I think this got an opportunity to be a high-scoring game. I'm gonna take the road team. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I think Derek Carr got something to prove. They got Josh Jacobs, really good tight end as well too. I'm gonna take the Raiders to get the win. I'm gonna take them on the road to beat the top Panthers. I think it's gonna be 24-28 or something like that. Then we got the Bears and the Lions. You can hear my thoughts on that on my other channel, Murder Street Sports Talk. So I'm not even gonna speak on that one. You can check me out there. But I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm gonna probably pick the Lions to win. Seattle and Falcons. Falcons at the crib. Give me the Falcons. That's probably going to be considered an upset. Falcons with no pressure. Todd Gurley coming out. I like the Falcons in this one. I like them 34 to 20, 27, 28-ish. I think Matt Ryan with no pressure to do nothing this year is going to play big until the pressure starts to mount up on them. Like I said before, they still got a solid line, but Seattle can't run. Seattle don't have no D-line. Seattle don't have no O-line. Never do. I think the Falcons get Russell inside that dome. West Coast team coming east. I think the Falcons upset the Seattle Seahawks. At least I think it's an upset. So, yeah, I like the Falcons in that one. That's a 1 p.m. game. Dolphins at Patriots, 1 p.m. game. Ryan Fitzpatrick is starting. If Cam and the Patriots lose that game and Cam don't look good, it's gonna be an issue. But no expectations on Ryan Fitzpatrick neither. But give me the Patriots in that game. 28-20. I think they win by 8. I think Cam do his thing. I think Fitzpatrick have a late push, but they come up a little short. The 4 p.m. game starting to kick off now. 4:05. We got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. My boy, y'all guy, LSU quarterback Joe Burrows going against Tyrod Taylor. Chargers got a hell of a defense. Desmond King in the slot. They got Joey Bosa that just got paid. They got Melvin Ingram. I don't think they end up paying him. I don't know if he's still holding out. No Derwin James. I think Cincinnati got a better team than people anticipate. I think AJ Green should be playing. They got some other guys, Tyler Boyd. But I think it's just going to be rough for a rookie quarterback making his debut with no real NFL snaps. So I'm going to take Tyrod and them. I'm going to take them, 20-21 over 10. I don't even think they get in the end zone, Cincinnati, man, just because he didn't get enough reps. I think it's 21-9 or something like that. But I want the Bengals to win, though. But I'm picking the Chargers. All right, interesting game. Kyler Murray supposed to be the return of a great season for him. The year 1 and year 2 jump for him this year. Taking on Jimmy Garoppolo in 49er land. Give me the 49ers. Like I said, I don't trust the air raid offense versus a classic defense and a classic zone blocking running scheme. I think Garoppolo comes out there. He puts up around 28 points. I think Murray come out there, put around 24 points. But I think just the 49ers are going to dominate the interior. They defensive line going to dominate the A line. I think Kyler Murray and them get popped early, and I think they make a late push late, but they still come up short. I got the 49ers getting the dub. All right, then we got Tampa and the Saints. Week 1. Ooh. That's a good little game right there. I know he's playing week 1, 425, just like the Cardinals and the 49ers. Ooh. It's a good game. I'm probably going to pick the Saints this game. They playing in the Dome. No people in the Dome. But I think Drew Brees being fresh, I think them being familiar with their system, and Tampa still probably in building that camaraderie. I think Tampa gonna win that game. I think it's gonna be 31-21, and just because Tampa Bay got to get that engine running. I like the Saints early on in the season, versus Tampa, but good game. The Sunday night game, 8:20. Cowboys and the Rams. They come to LA, new stadium, no fans in there. No fans ain't gonna make them dance that night. I think the Rams is kind of maybe the other team that's with Atlanta, no pressure. But give me the Cowboys. Too much firepower, too many receivers. Dak on the nut. He gonna come back on the nut, going crazy. Zeke gonna run wild. Like Aaron Donald, they got Jalen Ramsey, but offensively they quarterback don't know how to read defenses. Give me the Cowboys. Give me them 34-20 over the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Really good games. It's the first time I'm really kind of focusing on a schedule. All this is improv. I'm just picking them as I go. Steelers taking on the Giants Monday night. Give me the Steelers. Like Minkah Fitzpatrick. Not sure about Ben Roethlisberger. Give me the Steelers. I'm going to say 21-13. Give me the Steelers on Monday night. And to wrap it up, the Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. That should be a good game. That's another Monday night game. Ooh, like that game. Give me Tennessee going to Denver. Denver got a lot of firepower, though. I like Drew Lock, but give me Tennessee winning that game on the road. Derrick Henry have a good game. I think Drew Lock and Ryan Tannehill battle it out a bit. But give me Tennessee. Give me Tennessee 27-17 over the Broncos. And ain't gonna be no crowd there as well. So yeah, that's my picks. For the season predictions and the week 1 prediction. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, and description. Best way to donate is share the video. Cash App is CJGood313. PayPal link there as well. Best way to donate, share the video. Check out our NFL Talk playlist. Want to hear my Detroit Lions talk, or my Detroit playlist in general, or just Pistons, Detroit news? Check me out at Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. One time for the one time we go.